Revenue Scotland, British Sign Language BSL Plan 2018 to 2024. This plan has 3 sections. 1. Introduction and Context. 2. Our British Sign Language Plan. And 3. What happens next? Section 1. Introduction and Context. 1.1. Introduction. Welcome to Revenue Scotland's British Sign Language Plan. This plan sets out how Revenue Scotland will improve the accessibility of our services to British Sign Language users. Revenue Scotland recognises the importance of British Sign Language and deaf culture to Scotland, and we are committed to ensuring that BSL users are easily able to access information and services with confidence. This plan has been developed with the help of the BSL community and contributes to the delivery of the Scottish Government's BSL National Plan 2017 to 2023 through establishing the actions that Revenue Scotland will take in the period from 2018 to 2024 to contribute to the goals set out in the National Plan. We will also contribute to the National Progress Report in 2020. This plan is a key part of a wider programme of work to achieve our quality outcomes. All information and external communications provided and delivered by Revenue Scotland are transparent, accessible and easily understood to all service users. Revenue Scotland is an organisation which demonstrates an inclusive culture, with all members of staff having clear understanding of, and commitment to equality and diversity within our organisation. Wherever we refer to BSL users, we mean deaf and/or deaf-blind people, those who receive the language in a tactile form, due to sight loss whose first or preferred language is British Sign Language. 1.2. About us. Revenue Scotland was established in 2015 by the Revenue Scotland and Tax Powers Scotland Act 2014. And is the tax authority responsible for the collection and management of devolved taxes in Scotland. At present, these taxes are Land and Buildings Transaction Tax, LBTT, which is a tax on commercial and residential property, and Scottish Landfill Tax, SLFD, which is tax on the disposal of rubbish and waste in landfill sites. We undertake compliance activity to ensure that the right amount of tax is paid. In the future, Revenue Scotland will be responsible for the collection and management of air departure tax, which will replace air passenger duty. Once a new date is agreed between the UK Government and Scottish Government for its introduction. To ensure that the administration of tax is independent and impartial, Revenue Scotland is directly accountable to the Scottish Parliament, rather than to Scottish ministers. We have a board of 5 non-executive directors, who are not responsible for the day-to-day running of Revenue Scotland, are responsible for the strategic direction, oversight and governance of Revenue Scotland. The board is supported by an Audit and Risk Committee and a Staffing and Equalities Committee. The money we collect is transferred to the Scottish Government through the Scottish Consolidated Fund. fund operated by the Scottish Parliament and used to fund public services for the benefit of everyone in Scotland, for example, through the provision of health and education services, housing and transport infrastructure. Revenue Scotland provides information and guidance on our website and tax calculators to help taxpayers and their agents work out how much tax is due. We also have a helpline and can provide an opinion, advice, guidance and information on specific cases and certain circumstances. 1.3. Giving us your feedback. We welcome your ongoing feedback on our work and we aim to ensure that your views are reflected in the actions we take to implement the plan. You can give feedback in the following ways: email, post or by phone. Email: Letitia Martinez Garcia at bsl@revenuescotland.gsi.gov.uk. Please put BSL plan in the subject line. We are happy to accept video responses in BSL via email. Post: BSL Plan, Revenue Scotland, PO Box 24068, Victoria Quay, Edinburgh, EH6 9BR. Telephone: 0131 244 5835. BSL users can contact us via the Contact Scotland BSL video relay service. Contact scotlandbsl.org. Section 2. Our British Sign Language Plan. Our British Sign Language Plan sets out how we will contribute to the goals set out in the Scottish Government's BSL National Plan 2017-23. Our work aligns with the goals across all our services: training, work and social security, democracy. 2.1. Across all our services, we share the long-term goal for all Scottish public services set out in the BSL National Plan, which is: across the Scottish public sector, information and services will be accessible to BSL users. Our actions: by 2023 we will develop evidence about BSL users in our area so that we can establish baselines and measure our progress, including monitoring uptake of our BSL services and use this to inform future developments by the end of 2019. Improving our understanding of BSL use and using this to inform implementation of our plan by the end of 2019. And improving our understanding of diversity of experience for BSL users, for example the difference in experiences for younger and older BSL users, ongoing. Improve the accessibility of our website, guidance and information and events through including information about who Revenue Scotland are and what we do in BSL on our website by April 2019. Improving our guidance by including information in plain English, large format and BSL by end of 2021. Producing a summary of our annual report in BSL each year, starting with the 2018-19 report. Providing BSL interpretation at Revenue Scotland events where requested. and raising awareness about what we do and the fact we are BSL friendly using platforms popular with BSL users such as social media. Ongoing. Promote the use of the Scottish Government's nationally funded BSL online interpreting video relay services. Contact Scotland BSL for access to our services. We will do this through including information about Contact Scotland BSL on our website and Twitter account by April 2019. Develop awareness of BSL amongst our staff through BSL and deaf awareness training for staff. (2.2) Training, work and social security. We share the long-term goal for training, work and social security set out in the BSL National Plan, which is BSL users will be supported to develop the skills they need to become valued members of the Scottish workforce, so that they can fulfil their potential and improve Scotland's economic performance. They will be provided with support to enable them to progress in their chosen career. Our actions. By 2023, we will ensure that BSL users have equal opportunity to join the Revenue Scotland workforce by ensuring recruitment campaigns are accessible to BSL users and providing tailored and personalised support to them, and continuing to support those appointed in their respective roles by making reasonable adjustments and providing specialist equipment when required. 2.3 Democracy. We share the long-term goal for democracy set out in the BSL National Plan, which is BSL users will be fully involved in democratic and public life in Scotland, as active and informed citizens, as voters, as elected politicians and as board members of our public bodies. Our actions. By 2023, we will ensure that BSL users have equal opportunity to join the Revenue Scotland Board and participate as members of the board through working with the Scottish Government Public Appointments team to ensure that recruitment campaigns for new board members are accessible to BSL users, and ensuring that BSL users sitting on the Revenue Scotland Board would be supported in doing so. Section 3. What happens next? We will continue to engage with BSL users as we implement the plan to ensure that we are providing the best service. If you would like to be involved in the future, please contact Letitia Martinez Garcia at bsl@revenuescotland.gsi.gov.uk.